Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you are well this Sunday. Lovely weather down here. It's a bit nippy. First of all, I apologise for Friday. I was going to go live on Friday, but I had some family stuff to attend to again, which was unexpected. So I was unable to do a stream. I was hoping to be back in time to do one in the evening, but that didn't happen either. It was quite a stressful day. So I thought I'd catch up with Fridays today. And I have got some guests with me. So in order, we've got Adrian.
Hi, Horlicks. Good afternoon, everyone.
Lovely.
Somewhere in the country.
Yeah. We've got Dave.
Hello. Hello, Horlicks. Hello, Adrian. Thanks for inviting us this afternoon, and we'll see what we can do with your next issue, shall we?
Hopefully, yeah. And we've got Mark.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining Horlicks Live. Hope everybody's okay on this Sunday.
Brilliant. And how is your back now?
I still got a bit of pain, but I'm able to move and I'm able to get things done. I were up early this morning, which is unusual for me. So, yeah, I've been resting yesterday. I've got the energy of a dog. So I'm running around wagging my tail everywhere.
Brilliant. So, yeah, I'm actually... the internet's a little bit poor today, my end, so I'm hoping it's going to hold out. So I sort of limited the guests today just to help with that a bit. But also, I'm expecting a parcel. Well, about 6 Amazon parcels today, so they'll be here any time between 2 and 4. So I might have to dash off and answer the door quick. But I did have one parcel yesterday. And I've got one of my screwdrivers.
Oh, fantastic.
That was recommended. I ordered them at the same time. This is the PH0. Yeah, it feels really nice quality. I ordered the 00 as well at the same time, but that's coming today. So I don't know why they've separated it. It's a bit strange.
Yeah.
But never mind. So that should come in handy, hopefully, today. And also, while I'm here, I just want to say a congratulations to Mark because obviously over the last few days he's now gone up to 162 subscribers, which is amazing. So well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's just it's just shot up over literally a few days. So you're doing something right.
Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was gutted yesterday. I couldn't do a video because I was laid up with my back, and I was just like, no.
But yeah, I've linked everyone's channels in my description, so please make sure to check that out. Check the other channels out as well, and then also I've got my other builds in there, and I've also got a link to my wish list if anyone wants to help out with anything in there. Although it's getting a little bit thin on the ground, like some, I think. I already had a few gifts this week, and yeah, it's amazing. So thank you to everyone who's contributed to that.
Best thing to do with that, Horlicks, is in Amazon put in the search modelers tools, and then it'll bring up a list, a load of things that you might be able to put in your wish list. That's what I do.
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
So. I'll think about your future projects if you've got any future projects and things you might need for future projects.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I've got a future project, and I'm thinking about weathering one of my models. So and this is obviously exclusive because nobody knows about this one. But yeah, it's an exclusive, and I'll be weathering one of my models. And it is a model you've not seen yet. So there we go.
Do you want to know the cheapest way to do it, Dave?
How's that? No.
Women's makeup.
Women's makeup, really?
Yeah. Buy some cheap women's makeup, and that's what you can use. And honestly, it works a treat.
Yeah, well, I actually experimented with some. Well, I thought it was varnish. Well, it is varnish, but it was actually matte varnish, and I wanted to varnish some of my bus parts, and because in a slight bit of it looked a bit dull, and I thought, well, if I varnish the paintwork, probably that'll fetch it back up. Anyway, I got me rattle can of spray varnish. And what I didn't realise is that I've never used this before, but it was actually matte varnish. And as soon as I sprayed it on, I thought, oh no, that's not right. And but it did give me an idea for a future project because obviously it went really matte and really as though it was road dirt or something, it was really, so it gave me an idea. And I thought, yeah, I'll use that in the future. So,
Right.
yeah. So obviously, sometimes you find these things just by mistakes, don't you?
Yeah. But yeah, I've heard for weather. I mean, I've never weathered any of my models, but I've heard the most cost-effective way is like women's blusher and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Just go to a shop, buy some cheap stuff, and apparently it works a treat. Also, I use a blusher brush to clean my models as well because it's so soft.
Yes.
It works brilliant on like the Millennium Falcon, which has got loads of bits on it.
Little parts, that want dusting off. Yeah.
Yeah. So you need to raid Christine's makeup bag.
I was going to say, don't anyone who's watching, do not go and raid your girlfriend, wife's, whoever's makeup bag because you'll be in the shed overnight. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Okay.
But yeah.
So we had a comment. We've got Alex. Alex on. Hello. How are you? Hi, Horlicks, Dave.
Hi,
Can't wait to see Terminator issue 14. Although part of it, because it looks like we've got some more fingers, and as I say, I'm waiting for a mod, so I won't be actually doing the fingers. So, which is a bit annoying. It'd be nice to get it done, but there's plenty of time. So, and obviously with Adrian, he'll be able to give me some tips and hints as he's built further than me so far. So,
yeah. So are we on issue?
Well,
14,
I will try and give you a hand.
yeah, we are on issue 14 today. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So just at the start of issue 14.
Possibly. It's still in a bag, so we'll
right. Okay. Yeah.
we'll open up and see what's happening. So we've got issue 14 to start with.
So if you don't mind, Mark, I'll go first. And
yeah, you go first.
If that's all right.
Yeah.
And we'll need to see you opening it up, Horlicks.
Yes.
So this is issue 14 of Build the Terminator, Build the T800 1:2 scale. And in this issue, we'll be adding the right lower arm and assembling the fourth right finger. And I do believe, Horlicks, you'll be leaving the finger to a later date. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Because obviously, for those that haven't been watching, Horlicks is going to do all his fingers at a later date because he's actually doing a modification to them.
Yeah.
So, in this issue, then, Horlicks, if you're ready.
If I can get this open. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, I had visions of it going all over then when you opened that.
It's not the first time it's ever happened.
Yeah, they seem to be really tight in these packages, don't they?
Okay.
Okay, so list of pieces then is 14.1 lower arm tube A. There we go. Yes. lower arm tube A. So,
What's that?
yeah.
That's
And then
manufactured.
plastic, is it? All right. Okay. So 14.2, 2 times lower arm tube B. Yes, that looks like them. Are they metal?
No, these are plastic as well.
Ah,
Although they sound a bit metallic.
they sound metal, don't they? Right, okay. So 14.3 is 3 times bushes.
I think that is in there. These ones, I think.
There could be. Are they all the same size?
Yeah.
Yeah. 14.3. So okay,
Yeah, that looks correct.
3 bushes.
Mhm.
So 14.4 is 4 times 2 times 16 screws and 1 spare. So 2 times 16 millimeter screws and 1 spare.
Yeah, got them.
Yeah. And then 14.5 is a right 4th finger D. Which shall we leave the finger parts in the packets?
Yeah.
Okay. 14.6 is right 4th finger E. Okay. 14.7 is 3 times finger connectors A. 14.7. 14.7. Oh, there they are. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And 14.8, 2 times finger connections B. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
14.9, a knuckle connector.
I think that's in the same bag here.
Right. Yeah. And 14.10 is a rubber sleeve A.
Yeah. There's
Why
2
can't,
in
Yes.
there.
why can't I found? Oh, I found that in that description. Yeah, there is 2. And 14.11 is a rubber sleeve B. So yes, there's 2.
Very, yeah, I can tell through here. One is very slightly longer. 2 of them
Yeah,
are shorter. One's longer.
that'll be to do with the finger length, won't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it says you will also need an appropriate cross-headed screwdriver, some super glue gel and a cocktail stick, and you'll need 13.8, 13.9, and that's the 4th fingers, right 4th fingers. Well, you won't need them, but you will need 12.1 and 12.2, the lower arm assembled in 12. And it says you'll need 8.1, the right hand, last used in 10. Well, I don't think you're going to need that either, are you?
No, nothing to do with the hand at the moment.
Nothing to do with the hand.
Right.
So, but you will need the lower arm. Will you not? Assembled in 12?
Know what we've done in the last issue, find?
Oh, yes, of
That one
course.
there.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Sorry, folks, I was a bit rusty.
Right. I'm just going to quickly put these screws away.
Yeah, okay, I'll let you do that before we move on to step 1.
Yorkshire Crafter says, "Hi everyone, sorry I'm late."
Hi, Yorkshire Crafter.
Oh yeah. It hasn't got a letter on these screws, so it just says 4 times 2 by 16.
Probably best
That's what I found as being, yes.
writing that on the label then, maybe, Alex.
Yeah. Just 216. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So these are all the bits. I'll leave them out for the moment until we see what we don't need.
Yeah.
So, I'm ready to go.
So, okay, step 1 then is first take the lower arm assembly 12.1 from issue 12 with the lower arm tube B14.2 and bush 14.3 and 2 times 16mm screws 14.4. Step 2 would be, I needed some screws, Horlicks.
Yeah. So I need to get these bushes out. So they're not part of the fingers then. These are to do with these.
Yes.
Right, that's fine. I'll open them out.
So I would have still showed step 1, but I've got to put this information in a certain folder.
Oh, that's all right. It wasn't evidently obvious what we needed right now, but it does now. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So that you've got the bits for step 1.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, and a screw and 2 screws, 16mm. Okay, there we go. Right. So, step 2 then, Horlicks, is insert the first bush 14.3 into 12.1 using the inset photo as a guide.
Okay, so I'm guessing these bushes are all the same size.
And step 2, yeah.
So one bush in. I need to bring this up a bit. Okay, yeah.
Okay. Step 3 is next fit in place a lower arm tube 14.2 into 14.3 as shown. So you would slide that up from underneath.
Okay.
Okay. Step 4 then is insert a 2 times 16mm screw 14.4 into the bush 14.3 and tighten fully to secure the arm tube 14.2 in place. Note how the bush is still visible with this screw is fully tightened, circled in blue.
Okay.
And is your bush still visible?
Yes. So that's just in there like that, wobbling about, yeah?
Okay, yeah, that's
Yes.
fine. Okay, so step 5. Repeat step 4 on the other side of the arm part 12.1 as before, as inserted the bush into 14.3. Secure the second lower arm 14 tube 14.2 into place using 2 times 16mm screw. Okay. So yes, exactly. Yeah, that's sad. And just a repeat of the process.
I must say, I love this screwdriver that Mark recommended.
It looks really nice.
Yeah, it's lovely. Really nice, good grip on the screw. You could just tell it's quality.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Do you want to buy a screwdriver that's going to last and pay a little bit more, or a cheap screwdriver that's just going to go on you?
Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah, that's a fact, isn't it? So step 6.
Okay.
With the parts fitted so far, your lower arm now looks like this. And I've got it on the side. That's it. Okay, and then step 7. Now take the lower arm tube, A14-1 and bush 14-3, and a 2 times 60mm screw 14-4.
Okay.
Okay. And step 8, in a similar way to the previous steps, insert a bush 14-3 into the remaining hole in part 12-1, inset circled in blue, and fit the arm tube 14-1 as shown above, secure in place with a 2 times 16mm screw, and it's circled in blue. And I'm pretty sure you know what's happening on that score.
Absolutely.
Okay, step 9 then. The lower arm section looks like this when completed. Yep, that's correct. Okay, so step 10 is going on to the finger components.
Okay, so that we are going to be leaving for this issue. And again, we'll come back to the fingers, so don't worry about that. I'll probably do one show just based on getting all the fingers completed in one go.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. And then
Anyway,
after that, of course, it says, we'll be back.
we'll be back. We certainly will. I'm just going to put this magazine back in here with the parts. With these parts, so we know they came from 14.
So Chris Camplin, hi everyone.
Hi, Chris Camplin.
And we have Paint with Penny, afternoon.
Hi, Paint with Penny.
Good afternoon, Chris and Paint.
Hi, hi Penny, how are you? Okay, so now we are on to 15.
Are you going for this, Mark?
Yep, can do.
Okay, thank you.
I can see there's more fingers in here, so it looks like it's going to be quite a short issue again.
Yeah. So when you're ready, Horlicks.
Okie doke. So I'm just going to move this aside. Keep that there. Okay, parts check.
Right, parts check. So the first part, 15-1, is left head A. Is that metal?
Yep.
Nice. The next part, 15-2, is left head B inner.
Right, that's this one. That's plastic.
Okay, the next part, 15-3, is fifth finger A.
Right, I think that's this bit here.
Yeah.
Let me just sort this camera out.
Yes, it is.
Okay, that's that bit.
Yeah. 15-4, fifth finger component B.
That is the shortest one.
Yep.
Yes.
15-5, fifth finger component C.
Yes.
15-6, fifth finger D.
I think that must be this piece here. Yeah.
That's for like the knuckle joint of your finger.
Yeah. And 15-7, fifth finger component E.
Probably in a package.
It should be the tip of the finger.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Which obviously we'll be leaving in there.
Yeah.
15-8 is 3 times fifth finger connectors.
Yeah, that's in that bag as well.
Yeah. 15-9, fifth finger knuckle connector bolt.
That's that one.
Yeah. 15-10, 4 times fifth finger connector pins.
Yep.
15-11, 3 times PM, 2 times 4 millimeter screws with 1 spare.
Right, PM 2
Times 4.
times 4. Yeah, we've already got them
You
here.
should already have one of those.
1 spare.
Yeah.
Right, I'll leave 2 out.
15-12 is 3 times fifth finger connectors, sheaths. I think they're the little plastic bits.
Yeah, they're in the bag.
And then last is fifth finger knuckle connector sheath, which is in the bag.
In this bag.
Yeah, you will also need an appropriate crosshead screwdriver, tweezers, thick super glue, and a cocktail stick or toothpick with which to apply it.
Okay, so that'll probably be possibly to do with the fingers, so we probably won't need the glue in this particular instance.
Right, so reverse tweezers are easier to use than normal tweezers. When you squeeze the grips, the jaws open, and as you release the grips, the jaws hold apart without having to apply pressure to the tweezer grips. That was an expert tip, apparently. Right.
Actually, that is a good thing. That is something I lack. I've only got normal ones, and actually these aren't very good quality because the end's spayed out. But yeah, I might have to invest in some of them reverse ones.
Maybe some idea for your wish list, Horlicks.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, I can stick some on there.
Okay, so step 1. Take the 2 parts of the left head and fit the inner part into the opening in part as shown. Okay. Step 2. Turn the parts over and fix the 2 head parts together with 2 PM screws. Note that the screws are fixed from inside the inner section of the left head.
Okay. I need to grab some things. I'll do just to put some oil on, because I think that might help as we're going into metal. Two.
Fantastic. Now, I think step 3, 4 are all the fingers.
Yes, it looks like it. 3, 4,
Yes.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Right. So that's stage 15 complete, because obviously we're not doing the fingers.
You might as well stand on then, Mark.
Pardon?
You might as well stand on then.
Yeah.
So comments are with Penny. I'm good. Just finished work. And then Jessica Vesper says, I've just got issue 15 a week ago. Some issues here in Australia are hard to get. Oh. And then we've got Paint with Penny. Mark, are you saying fifth finger or fish finger?
Actually, my mouth was getting dry, so my lips were sticking together. I'm just sucking a polo mint now. Just to, yeah. I've got a can of pop here as well, but yeah.
Okay.
So in next week's issue, begin the assembly of the first lower arm.
Okay. So that's looking good. So yeah, if I did have all the finger bits, we would have had pretty much completed hand there.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it for that. So I'm gonna put this away with the fingers. Okay, so now we're on to 16.
Yeah.
So Adrian, I'm guessing this is going to be okay to build this issue.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, cool. So 16. Let me just adjust this about a bit. There we go. So begin the assembly of the first lower arm.
Mm. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Here goes for the part. 16-1 is lower arm A.
That's that. And that is plastic.
Yeah. 16-2 is the lower arm notched ring.
Okay.
16-3 is 3 times lower arm B.
Right, that's them. They are made of plastic as well.
16-4 is 3 times lower arm rubber washers.
Yeah.
16-5 are 2 times PM 3 times 12mm screws, 1 spare.
Right, let me have a look at these.
Yeah, you've got 2 different sets of screws in this one. I think 16-5 are the longer ones, Horlicks.
Right, okay. PM 3 by yeah.
Yes, because you should have 2 of them.
Yeah,
2 times.
PM 3 by 12. We've already got one of them, so they can go straight in. That's fine.
Okay. The next ones are 16-6, 4 times PB, 2 times 6mm screws.
PB 2 by 6. Yeah, got them as well. I'll put one of them away. In fact, I'll get one more of these out. Okay.
Okay. And then 16-7 are 2 times M3 metal spring washers, 1 spare.
Okay.
Should be in that bag.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, also says you will also need the upper arm joint assembled in issue 7, the right forearm assembly with muscles from issue 12, and a suitable crosshead screwdriver.
Okay. So, that's this piece.
Yeah. Okay, so step 1. Fit the notched arm ring onto the base of the arm joint from issue 7. Note that there are 4 pegs on the part that fit into the sockets on the base of the joint, as indicated by the arrows.
Okay. So it doesn't say anything about gluing this one in.
Step 2, when correctly fitted, the notch ring fits snugly into the recess in part 7-2. No.
No, that's fine.
Would you recommend gluing it, Adrian?
What you'll find in a moment will be angry at it anyway.
Ah, okay. So
You'll find we glue them in if we're not fitting them straight away, sort of thing. If they're going to be put in and anchored in, we do not glue them in.
Right.
If they are actually put in and later stage, we're only gluing them in if we're holding them in for temporary purposes.
Right.
Right. Okay. So step 3, fit the lower arm A onto the peg at the center point of the arm joint.
Okay.
Ensure that the markings on the part are correctly aligned with the part as shown. Yeah.
Obviously, this is still loose, Adrian. Is that fine? Because we left that slightly loose last time.
You'll find out later when we join that onto the second half of the arm.
Okay.
Because you'll
that's
need to take that off
Right. Okay.
to fit one of your pins in.
fine. Okay.
Step 5. You will now need the arm and muscle assembly from issue 14. Note that there is a recess in the parts from issue 14 and a raised tab on the side of the part, circled.
Right, I see. So yeah, there's a cutout along there, which is hard to see. And then you've got a corresponding key there.
Yeah. So step 6 is fit the lower arm assembly into the part. Have a PM 3x12mm screw and an M3 spring washer ready.
Okay.
I don't know when they tell you about screws. Why can't they tell you about getting screws ready like a washer first off? Like you're getting these bits together, holding it. Then next minute you need.
Yeah. You need like 5 hands.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
Step 7, fit the washer over the screw. Use the screw to fix together the elements that you have assembled, inserting it through the center of the part and into the screw socket on the other part.
Well, that's going to be interesting.
This
Right.
is where these long screwdrivers come into their own.
Because this washer's going to fall off, I'm going to take that back off, feed the screw upwards. There we go. And then hold that in place and then line this back up. And then screw.
Good thinking, Horlicks.
Okay.
Okay. Right, so step 8, take a lower arm B, a rubber washer and a screw PB 2x6mm, fit the washer over the screw and then fix the screw into the narrow end of part 16-3.
Okay, Adrian, do you think these need gluing as well?
Try just putting a screw in because I said put it over the screw sort of thing. I think basically they probably design them slightly differently compared to the other ones.
Okay.
I think you find you don't need to screw in too tight. It's just basically the rubber's there, just when it goes in the hole into the shaft, it just creates a bit of friction.
I can't get this screw in at all.
So I don't know whether this will help or not, but Jessica Vesper says those black plastic things that go on the end of the long plastic things are a real pain. I would use glue. What's your thought on that, Adrian?
Well, my opinion, it's your model, so basically, if you want to add glue onto it, it's your choice.
What a last name
Well,
to
I
have,
did.
Vespa. I
Yeah.
love a last name like that. I thought, named after a famous bike.
Scooter, yeah.
Yeah, mods.
Yeah.
Gosh,
I think
imagine
what
being
I'm
in the
gonna-
mod community and having that as a last name. Wow.
Yeah.
You'd be like God.
Yeah.
Oh.
I agree. I had a Vespa 50 Special once, and it was a brilliant bike. Brilliant.
I had an ET4 Vespa when I was 17.
Oh, yeah.
Love motorbike. I'd go back on a motorbike tomorrow if I could.
Yeah, yeah.
I loved it. Everybody says, oh, why, unless you've actually physically ridden a motorbike, you don't get how it feels.
It's amazing, isn't it? I did mine, and I haven't got a bike at the moment, but I passed my full test within a matter of. I did a CBT just for something to do. Really, I thought, oh, I'll have a day out, and got on it, passed all that, got a little 125 to run about on. Within 3 months, I was on a full bike because it was just amazing.
Yeah.
There's nothing like that feeling, honestly. I so miss it.
Right, I've decided I am going to glue these on because when I did those rubbers, on that other piece, it came off in the tube, and I don't think it's going to, it's not going to harm it. It's just going to be a bit of extra support. So, that's one. So we're going to do all three of these, aren't we?
Yeah, well, step 9 is tighten the screw fully, but do not over tighten. The washers should still be able to rotate on the screw. Repeat step 5 to assemble the 2 additional lower arm B sections. Fit them into the 3 lower arm tubes as shown in the photo below.
Penny's put or worse, having a name like Vespa and becoming a rocker. And Jessica said again, when I put the black thing, if you tighten it too much, it comes off as the plastic bends.
Yeah. Yeah, I found that out on the other one.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to glue them. I know it says they need to rotate freely, but I don't think that's going to be too much of an issue.
So are you having a Sunday dinner today, Dave?
Yeah, we're having some beef today.
Oh.
And a few veggies. Yeah.
Yorkshire puddings?
No. No, we haven't had Yorkshire puddings for a while actually. So I do miss them. But no, no Yorkshire puddings today.
Okay. And once you've done that, Horlicks, that is the stage complete.
Oh, okay. So we've just got to push these in. I haven't done that bit yet.
Okay, and next week is assemble the top of the Terminator cranium and the ball joints of the right wrist.
Right. Oh, what's happened here?
Over to you, Dave.
Okay, thank you. I've just got a notification come up. Oh dear. Right, let's get rid of that. All right. Okay, so it'll be issue 17 then, won't it?
Issue 17.
Yep. Just give you a moment to get organised, Horlicks.
Oh.
Yeah, this is issue 17 of Build the Terminator, build the T800 1:2 scale. So fitting the sides of the head to the top of the head. Oh, looks rather interesting. In this issue, you will attach the sides of the head assembled in issue 9 and 15 to the top of the head supplied with this issue. You'll also add ball joints to the base of the hand. Now then, will we be adding these, Adrian? These ball joints to the base of the hand?
It's up to Horlicks if you want to get the power mount of the hand on out of issue 8.
I wouldn't see any harm in doing it because it'll connect the things, won't it? It's just the fingers that we're not doing.
Yeah.
So yeah. I would put that the wrist joints on because there's no issues with them.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I've got that ready on standby.
Maybe after the live stream, Horlicks, put a link in for where you got these screwdrivers from.
Oh, yeah.
The wearer. I mean, they're £3.30 a screwdriver, but they're very, very good, very comfortable.
Yeah, really good. And obviously the end spins, so you've got plenty of control when you're doing your... Yeah, I love it.
Maybe people might find the, is it the 00 one good for the Routemaster with the tiny red panel screws?
Yeah,
yeah.
The 00 is coming imminently.
Yeah, that's the smaller one with the smaller Phillips head.
Yeah, I'm expecting that, well, anytime now, along with about 6 other parcels. And a toolbox.
Ooh, toolbox.
Yeah.
Like
okay,
the one I've got.
No, this is like a different one. It looked pretty good. It was like it looks like a normal toolbox, and then it's got. Let's see if I can find it. It's got. Because I need something that will fit on my shelf. Hang on. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Where are we? God, I don't even know how to use the use it on the computer.
Go over to the right where it says account and lists, and then it should be able to get down to your purchases, your orders.
Oh, there you go. I've just ordered so much stuff; it's ridiculous. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so
Ah.
it's like a normal toolbox, but I liked it because it's got different trays in it. So you've got the flat one with all
Yeah.
the segments, plus you've got the normal standard one that goes on the top as well.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that's going to be, and it's the right size to fit on where I need it to go. So I'm hoping that'll be all right. But it's just quite rare to find the two pieces there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh,
So yeah, should do me to tidy up a little bit.
Penny's
But-
put. Go on.
No, go on.
Penny's put. Does this mean the Oria is no longer our favourite?
I still love the Oria. No, that's still good. But for this, it's just not. This. Oh, I'm stuck on Adrian. But for this, it's this one does seem to be a good choice. The problem with the Oria is that because there's so many, you got to have a long shaft to get up some of the holes on this build, and the Oria can't do that. So that's why this one is currently the favourite for this build. But the Oreo is always going to be used.
Yeah.
I use both. I use my Oria and I use my wheather screwdrivers.
Yeah.
I find with the Oria, you can get a lot more. If a screw's tight to go in and you need to tighten it, the Oria is better for that than the wheather screwdriver.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
what I was going to say, I know Dave's already got a pH 0, a pH 00, a pH 000.
Right. Okay.
Because that screwdriver set he bought, or his other half bought him as a gift.
Yeah.
That's got the three sizes. Basically, as you go shorter, it goes a smaller tip.
Yeah, that's correct, Adrian. Yeah, that's absolutely correct.
Yeah.
They have the handles are like harder plastic, aren't they, than what I would imagine that they are.
Yeah.
They're soft feel plastic.
It is, but the green part on it is like a rubber, so you can get a good grip.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yes, it adds like an extra grip to turning it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've also ordered, actually it's coming today, one of them wow stick things. I thought that'd be quite handy, not for the bills, because obviously they're probably a bit too much for them, but just for general use, really. It'd be good to have an electric screwdriver. So I've got the official one, and that comes with a magnet mat that Fleetwood was talking about the other day on Wednesday on the Routemaster show. It comes with that and all sorts. So that's coming today.
Yeah, I want one of them magnetic mats, but I've been unable to find one so far. But to be honest, every time I've looked, I've had something else to do, so I've not had the time to look. But yeah, I'd like one of them magnetic mats. I'm not bothered about the screwdriver. It's just the magnetic mat that would come in handy, I think.
I think it comes with it anyway. I'm pretty sure.
I think you can buy. You can buy.
Yeah,
something
I think Penny did. I think Penny had one as well.
Yeah, a magnetic mat. Yeah.
Yeah, this is what I've ordered. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I think it's got the. Yeah, there's the mat down there. I think it's a magnetic mat.
Yeah.
But loads of bits with it.
Yeah, loads.
Just putting that in my wish list right now.
But yeah, it's electric. I mean, I don't think it's really, really, really strong, but this one's got the LEDs on it, so it lights up what you're doing. But it might be more difficult. I mean, it might be okay for things like this, but I need to check the torque on it because I don't want it to be too torquey. It's just going to rip through anything it tries to get through.
Yeah.
if it's not that talky, then it could be quite a nice. I mean, obviously, it's not got a thin shaft, so it's not going to be able to get down any tight places. But you know, I just thought it'd be quite good. Yeah, it's got. Oh, it comes with a magnetizer as well, a magnetic screw pad, a screw bottle, a sucker, and one of them triangular plastic separator things.
Oh yeah.
It's like a plectrum thing, isn't it? Guitar plectrum.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just thought I'll have my eyes on that for a while, and I thought, yeah, that'd be a nice addition to the toolbox. And then it just sits nicely on the desk in that base and charges up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's another goodie. That's arriving today at some point.
I must admit, overall, the screwdrivers so far, that one that Christine brought me, that set, is possibly my favourite at the moment. Over the Aria as well, even though the Aria is a very valuable tool, really, because it's got lots and lots of pieces, lots of bits that you can get into different things with. So, yeah. Right. So we're on issue 17 then, Horlicks?
17, yes. So yeah, got a bit sidetracked, didn't we?
Yeah, we did about screwdrivers, but that's good. All is good.
It gives information to people that are watching the stream about what we use and
stuff.
On that, Penny's just put, it's not very talky. It's about right. Then you can tighten manually with it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember using it now.
Yeah, cool. Well, I'll have a bit of fun with that later then.
Right, so, okay, this is issue 17 then. Fitting the sides of the head to the top of the head. In this issue, we attach the sides of the head assembled in issue 9 and 15 to the top of the head. Supplied with this issue. We'll also add ball joints to the base of the hand. So we've got parts or list of pieces. We've got 17.1, the top of the head.
This reminds me of a computer mouse.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So it does.
It feels like one and all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the thing I said was a bit of a shame that they didn't do anything with, on the top of the head, there's like 2 circles, and that's where one of the chips would have been for the Terminator. And it's just a shame. I'm hoping somebody might do a mod to allow that to, to get in there.
Yeah.
Well, that is metal, so that's as hard to cut for anyone special. Whoever did a mod. Question is, it's the void inside as well. You might have a circuit board in there.
Yeah.
Or a battery box in there.
I suppose time will tell.
Yeah, time will tell, won't it? So
probably hasn't.
Sorry, Adrian.
Probably haven't done a mod because they're waiting to find out what goes in that void. Then once they know it's in that void, they think, right, okay, we've got that amount of gap.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or even make a little mod you can just stick on there, like it's poking out sort of thing.
Yeah, you could do. 17.2 then is 3 times ball joints for the right wrist.
Okay.
And 17.3 is 5 times PM, 2 times 4mm screws and 1 spare. And I think we have some of them already, haven't we? 2 times 4mm PMs.
There will be the smaller ones, Horlicks.
PM 2x4, yeah, we got them. So I just need to put one of these away. Leaving us 4.
Okay, and then we've got 17.4, 4 times KB, 2 times 6mm screws, and 1 spare.
Okay. KB, we did have 2.
2 times 6 KB.
Yeah, we've had them.
Yeah, okay. And it says you'll also need the right side of the head assembly from issue 9 and the left side of the head assembly from issue 15 and the hand assembly from issue 15 and a crosshead screwdriver.
Okay.
Okay. So step 1 is take the right side of the head assembly from issue 9 and check that it fits into the top of the head 17.1. Okay, look at that.
Certainly does.
Yeah. And then step 2 says fix the right side of the head to the right side of the top of the head 17.1 using 2 PM 2 times 4mm screws circled. So 2 PM 2 times 4mm screws
Okay.
circled in blue.
I'm just going to get a bit of oil out. Just to help
Okay.
you.
Yeah, because obviously they're metal pieces, aren't they?
Yeah. I just want to make it as easy as possible for the screws to go through.
Yeah.
Because you don't really know if they've self-tapped them already, or if when you're putting the screw in, it's self-tapping itself.
Well, I've put one in partially. Just till I get the other one in.
Yeah.
So let's go back to the Oria. Yeah, I see what you mean. You just get that little bit more.
Yeah, with the Oria.
Yeah. So, if that was step 2, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So step 3 then is fit the left side of the head assembled in this issue 15 to the left side of the top of the head 17.1. Fix in place using 2 PM 2 times 4 screws. So exactly the same as the other side, Horlicks.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Silence is golden. Right. That's that in. Cool.
And a free singing lesson as well.
Yeah.
So that's step 3 then. So step 4 would be take the 3 ball joints 17.2 and identify the fixing points on the base of the palm on the hand circled in blue. I'm not sure whether we can do this, Adrian, can we?
Yeah, we can do.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we just need to get the part of issue.
Ah, yeah, there we go. Aha, right. So we need the 3 ball joints as well. Here, there we are.
Right. When I did my stream, I actually self-tapped the screw holes, and when I screwed the ball joints on, I actually glued them on as well.
Okay.
So you might
good advice, Adrian.
want to self-tap them first off, and probably later date after the show glue them on.
So you're saying run the screw through these first?
Yes, I actually yes.
Maybe some oil.
No, they're plastic, I believe.
Plastic,
So
yeah.
I don't believe.
So I can't actually get grip on this ball joint trying to do that.
Right, if you hold it on the hand, then try and screw it because you got a square head to that.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Yeah, that'll hold it in place, won't it?
Yeah.
So that's on there. So you then took this back off and then glued underneath.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
What do you want to do, Horlicks? Do you want to just screw them on for now, or?
Yeah, I'll screw them on for now because obviously we've got to put the fingers and stuff together, and then if there's an issue or anything later. But once all this hand's complete, then I will certainly take up that advice.
Okay.
But there's no point in doing anything with it just this second because we're not putting anything to this just yet.
So step 5 and 6 then, Horlicks, is fit the 3 ball joints 17-2 into the recesses in the palm of the hand. And step 6 says fix each of the ball joints in place using KB 2x6mm screw circled. You may find it helpful to carefully hold the ball joints in place with pliers whilst fitting the screws. Well, obviously you've got your hands to do that, haven't you? So
yeah.
They just bet for you for that.
It says that in the expert tip, it's giving you tips on how to magnetize your screwdriver, and then it says stage complete. The skull is taking shape and the ball joints have been added to the palm of the hand.
Brilliant.
We actually taught you how to do that, didn't we, Dave? Magnetized screwdrivers.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
And it worked.
It did, yeah. So, and it says, we'll be back.
We'll be back. I'm going to put this...
Go on, Horlicks.
Oh, no, I'm just going to say I'm going to put that back in issue 8. Ready to go.
So yeah, we showed Dave how to do the magnetized screwdriver. We said, right, Dave, you need to get a magnet. Well, hang on a minute. And then Dave gets out this massive, like a polo, massive magnet from a cupboard in his dining room. I'm like, who has one of them in their dining room?
It looks like a magnet of a loudspeaker.
I just thought I'd get a really, small little magnet, no industrial size magnet, and yeah, but it worked.
Does your hi-fi still work, or have you ripped it out of one of your speakers?
I've actually had it years and years. I only actually brought it in the house. Maybe about a week ago, or a week before. We did that magnet thing, so and I can't even remember why I brought it in.
Just a bit like me, I always see things and think, that might be useful one day, and you just stick it in a cupboard, and then
I just thought, who has one of them in the cupboard in the dining room?
Right.
I lived in one house once, and I went round to next door neighbours and says, "Oh, can you just grab me a spoon from this drawer?" And I opened this drawer, and in this drawer was underwear in the kitchen drawer. Like, why are you keeping underwear in your kitchen drawer? Well, in case of emergencies. What?
we went to buy a horse once many years ago, and because we fancied buying a horse, and we went into this housing estate and knocked on this door of this house, and it was a terraced house, so obviously there was a row of houses, and said, "We've come to buy your horse." I said, "Oh yes, come in," and won't be a minute, and within 2 minutes they came back into this house with this horse, bringing it right through the living room and the kitchen and everything, and brought it right to the passage where we were stood. Here's this horse.
And I bet yours and Christine's jaw just went.
Yeah, we did. We didn't buy them.
Male.
Was it house trained?
I don't know.
Oh dear. Right, do you want me to do the next issue?
And now?
Okay. Correction needed, apparently.
Oh.
But we've already done this. So, due to an error in issue 1, the eye orbit parts 1 to 4 have been fitted the wrong way up. This error will need correcting before continuing with part 1-7. Also needs to be fitted. Before starting your build of issue 18, please complete the following steps. Well, we've done that one because Adrian said they were the wrong way around.
Yeah.
Oh. My Alexa's beeping at me because I've just had my parcel delivered. It's really annoying. Every time I get an Amazon parcel, Alexa starts going off at me. Just to warn me that the parcel's here, even though I've got it. It's strange, isn't it?
Yeah, it is strange, that.
No, I've got a Max box and a package there, and then I can't even remember what I've ordered now, to be honest. They've obviously condensed it into this giant box.
Do you want to go full screen, Horlicks?
Yes. Okay. So.
Okay. So in this issue, we'll be assembling the eye motor support. So we'll combine the existing head components with the eye motor, ultimately granting movement and control of the T800 terrifying red eyes.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay, so list of parts. 18-1, motor for the eyes.
AKA servo.
Yeah. Okay, 18-2, eye motor support. 18-3, 5 times PB 1.7 times 4mm screws with one spare. They are the black ones.
Okay, so they are a new one, I believe.
Yeah. 1.7 times 4mm PB.
PB 1.7 times 4. Okay, so I'll put one of them away because I guess we're going to need 4.
Yes.
Yep.
And 18-4 is 4 times PB 2 times 4 millimeter screws with 1 spare.
Okay. Yeah, we've got them already.
You will also need the head assembly from issue 2, the neck and lower jaw assembly from issue 13, and a cross-headed screwdriver.
Right. Neck and jaw. The eyeballs. And that's it, isn't it? For now.
And the plastic part in your screw set, screw box.
Ah, yes.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Step 1. Take the head assembly, upper jaw and eyeballs from issue 2. Fit the eye motor support into the inside of the head so that the holes in the part are aligned with the raised screw socket in the part.
Okay.
Okay. Step 2. Fix the support in place with 2 PB 1.7 times 4 millimeter screws. And if anybody's wondering why I'm not reading out all the part numbers and stuff, it's just so I can make it easier for Horlicks, and we're not waffling on. Okay. Step 3 then. Fit the motor on its support. Ensure that you have it in the orientation as shown.
Right. Before you do that, you need to put that plastic piece on. Slot over those 2 pin eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it hasn't said to do that yet.
It would have showed you in the correction instructions.
Ah, right. Thank you.
Right, I see. So I need to take this back off. Yeah, because that's not going to fit in there.
Oops.
That's all right. I don't... Because it's still... The images on here are still showing the eyes as the wrong way around.
Yes.
That's really bad though, isn't it? They made a mistake in issue 1.
So which way does this go on, Adrian? Is this...
Right.
Is it that way?
Yes, that way.
Like that?
Hang on. Nope, the other way up.
With this bit facing down?
Yes.
It's terribly confusing. Like that?
That's correct.
Okay.
Okay.
They probably realised that they had to do they didn't put the correction in the magazine because you'll find they printed off the magazine before
Yeah.
they realised the mistake. So instead of reprinting the whole magazine, they just quickly printed a correction sheet.
Yeah.
If you think about it, it was cost effective doing it that way. It would be instead of reprinting the whole magazine.
Okay.
So then back to step 3, fit the motor on its support, ensure that you have it in the orientation below. Fix the motor in place with 2 PB 1.7 times 4mm screws. You will need to support the bracket on part as you fix the screw into place, where you need 3 hands.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll pop round to Horlicks's and give him a hand, shall we?
Well, if you put the screw in, just give it a couple of turns, anchor it, and do the other one. Then you've got the motor anchored there, where you can support your finger underneath it.
Penny says it's looking good.
Thank you, Penny. Yeah, I love getting stuck into these, especially when there's electronics involved. Right, so
I love electronics. That's why I love doing the R2D2.
yeah.
That's why I do remote control cars as well.
Okay.
Okay. So step 5 shows the motor fixed in place with the 2 PB 1.7 times 4mm screws as circled. So on to step 6. Take the lower jaw and neck assembly from 13. Identify the 3 screw sockets on the triangular tab at the front of the head circled. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Identify the 3 screw sockets on the roof of the mouth in the assembled from step 5 circled.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Position the lower jaw on the triangular tab so that the screw holes are aligned with the screw sockets in the roof of the mouth of the upper jaw.
Right.
It's a bit of surgery going on here.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that's correct, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Step 9. Fix in place with 3 PB 2 times 4mm screws, screwing in from the lower side of the triangular tab. I think you're glad you bought that screwdriver now, Horlicks.
Yes.
And remember those 3 screws, because later you might have to loosen them a bit to get something else fitted it onto it. Then once you fitted it, then do them back up again.
God, what we do with that, Adrian, his tips, eh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. It's always good to have somebody who's already done this.
Yeah, definitely.
Advising you what to do.
Yeah.
And it does really make life easier for you.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, and that is stage complete. The motor for the eyes has been fitted inside the head and the upper and lower jaws have been attached to each other.
Wow. Excellent.
In the next issue, we'll be back and we'll be assembling the motor that moves the Terminator's T800 exoskeleton's jaw.
Oh, brilliant.
And
Wow.
that's issue 19, and I'll hand over to Dave.
Okay.
I tell you one thing, Dave, it's so much easier when two of you are reading out the instructions.
Yeah. Definitely is. You can have a break in between, can't you?
Oh yeah, definitely. And your mouth doesn't go as dry because you can have a drink and
Yeah.
yeah.
So this will be issue 19.
19.
We'll do a cassette boy. We'll go 19.
No.
Don't worry, well, that people, that wasn't your internet jittering, that was just Dave.
Right.
And there was a song about 19, wasn't there?
What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't remember what it was now. Something to do with an army song or something. Something to do with
Yeah.
the Vietnam War or something like that,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Vietnam.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So assembly the head motor. So sync up the cogs and motor casing that will bring your T800 Terminator endoskeleton to life. Wow.
Adrian, when am I correct? When this motor's fixed, you won't be able to manually open and close the jaw.
That's correct, yes.
Yeah, because if you're wanting to do
When
the
you-
teeth mod, you have to disconnect the motor, don't you?
Yeah, someone actually talks about how to disconnect, reduce, release it without totally opening it all up to do the teeth mod.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So do you want to go for a parts check then, Horlicks?
Yeah.
Okay, list of pieces. 19.1, connecting cog assembly. Okay. Is that the one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So 19.2, cog assembly housing. Little black square. Yes, that looks
Yes.
like it. Yeah, that's right. 19.3, motor housing. Yeah, that's the one. A motor housing. Are these plastic parts?
Yeah, these are all plastic.
Yeah, I thought there was. So 19.4 is the motor. Yeah. And 19.5 is 6 times PB, 2 times 6 screws and 1 spare.
Right.
So 6 of them, PB 2 times 6. 1 spare.
Okay, I'm going to put one away.
Yeah,
PP 6. Yeah.
PB 2 times 6. Yeah, and 19.6 is 3 times PWB, 2 times 6 times 5 screws and 1 spare. I'll go through that again because I don't think I had these screws before. They're 19.6, so 3 times PWB, 2 times 6 times 5 millimeter screws and 1 spare. So I think you might have to make
That's the washer effect.
PWB 2
times 6 times 5.
Okay.
So and 1 spare. So you obviously need to put one away.
Done. Cool.
Okay.
And on the screws, within the instructions, I think you find they made an error what type of screws you use. You use the opposite one, I think, if I remember rightly.
Right. We'll have to look at that carefully then when we come to it. Says you'll also need a screwdriver, which is quite obvious.
Okay.
So, do we know which part it is, Adrian?
I
Further
can't remember.
Okay, we'll have a look carefully anyway when we get down
Yeah.
that way. So step 1, Horlicks,
Yep.
take the cog assembly 19.1 and the housing 19.2. Check the fit of the assembly in the housing, and the pin on one edge of the housing should be located in the socket of the cog assembly as indicated by the arrow. And it says note. In some of the steps, we have used tweezers to grip the parts. This is done for clarity in the photographs. It may not be necessary to use tweezers.
Okay.
Okay, so step 2 then would be, with parts 19.1 and 19.2 assembled, fix in place with 2 PB 2x6mm screws 19.5.
That is the correct information.
So 2 PB 2x6mm screws.
Just the chat. Sorry, go on, Dave.
Go on.
I was going to say the chat. That song, "Paint with Penny," says Paul Hardcastle, I believe. It was called 19, and it was about the Vietnam War.
Ah, right. Yeah, jolly good. Jolly good. Right. Okay. Yeah, I remember it now. Yeah, it was about the Vietnam War. Yes. So, yeah, step 3 is the screws are positioned. Screws are positioned in the corners of the cog assembly as shown. Which you're doing that now, aren't you, Horlicks?
This is one of those awkward screws that feels like it's tight enough, but
You need
still.
to be tightening on that.
As it's going plus, you don't want to really tie it up too much because you strip the threads out.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm worried about. Right.
Yeah.
That's not moving now, so I'm happy with that. I'm not going any more than that.
Yeah.
Right. Can you take notes where the pin is on that round piece?
Yeah.
Right, yes. It will probably remind you in a moment.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to go to step 4?
Yep.
Okay. Step 4 is take the motor 19.4 and the motor housing 19.3. Align the tabs on the side of the motor with the screw sockets on the housing as indicated by the arrow.
Okay.
And then it says step 5, the raised sockets on the motor housing 19.3 fit through the larger holes on the tabs on the motor 19.4 circled.
Yep.
Aha, yes.
Right. Yes.
And step 6 is fix the 2 parts together using 2 PWB 2x6mm screws 19.6 circled. So is this the screw part that may be wrong?
It just is not giving you the actual the full measurement. 2 times 6 times. It's the ones with the washer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not giving you the full measurement, is it?
Correct. Yes.
So these are the ones with the washers.
Yes.
Okay.
That's either be a PWB screw.
Yeah.
and it might be the only time we use those.
Yeah, could be. Probably to stop it shaking around.
All I've got at the moment is one of them, and that's one spare. I'm already up to issue 58 at the moment.
Yeah.
You don't know. Time we're probably getting the other extra secretary in probably the base. You might have lighting in the base. You don't know.
Yeah. So then step 7, Horlicks, once you've done that.
Mhm.
Oh, it looks good. Looks good. Yeah. Step 7 is, before proceeding, check the orientation of the peg on the cog assembly 19.1. It should be positioned as shown, so the wedge on the rotating disc butts up against the wedge on the housing. Okay. Yeah, that's correct. And step 8, check the fixing points on the cog assembly and housing 19.1 and 19.2 on the motor housing 19.3. As indicated by the arrows, the teeth on the cogs will mesh together. So
Would
it's
you
a
put a
case
bit
of
of
getting.
grease on that?
I was thinking the same because they look dry, don't they?
Yeah. I would be tempted to put a bit of grease onto that.
That I can do because I have got some proper grease for that. It's called Dell Cumming Molokai EM30L, which is a special synthetic grease for plastic.
Ah,
Very good.
fantastic.
And it's white.
And there's another song, Mark. There's another song, isn't there?
Go on.
It's fantastic. I'm made of plastic. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world.
How annoying was that song when it came out? Tell you one of my favourite songs at the moment is a song by Harry Chapin, Cats in the Cradle.
Oh, yeah.
That is an amazing song.
What's that song I like? Four Non-Blondes. What's Up or something?
Mm.
I quite like that.
I just love the lyrics in Cats in the Cradle because it can be so true.
Yeah. Oh, don't do that. Pressed the wrong button on my iPad and nearly went off. Oh.
Well, I've put I can't obviously move the motor, so I've just put loads on that side of it. And then when we start, and I've put it all round in there.
It will work.
When it does start working, it should meter that round.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you've put it together. So step 9 then, fit the cog assembly and housing to the motor housing with 3 PB 2x6mm screws, 19.5 circles.
Do we actually get to test this motor, Adrian, at some point, or
No, we do not.
That's a strange thing, isn't it? That most of the I find like Model Space and stuff like that, they send you test boards, but the Terminator doesn't seem to hasn't really sent you one, has it, to test the motor?
Yeah, it was the same with the Routemaster. They haven't sent anything to test that with, but
No.
Hachette, you see, isn't it?
Mm. I don't know, because they sent test boards for the Bismarck, and that's Hachette.
Oh, right. Oh, right. I didn't know that. So, yeah, that's just
It
strange.
could be down to the makers, who built the contract. Think, oh, they probably tested the motors, think that's fine. Yes,
Yeah.
you wish, like on the Routemaster, even if you just plug it in, right? Okay, lights are working. Yes,
Yeah.
those lights are working. As you got so many connections in underneath, you assembled it. You'd rather before you put the floor onto the chassis, you would like to know, right? Okay, those lights are connected. They are working.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Or like assembling the brake. Some people might have problems. Right? Okay, the brake's not working.
Mm.
Like the bell cord. It's time you fit it all in and basically it's all screwed together. You're allowed to test it and think, well, I'd like to know before I put everything together.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, we would really, wouldn't we? We'd like to know.
I agree. I think if you're going to do something like that, especially with the Routemaster, you need a test board.
Yeah. Yeah. So there we go, Adrian. Sorry, Horlicks. Stage complete. The motor will be positioned inside the head, and it's being fitted, and its housing is connected, and the cog assembly. So, and then it says, "We'll be back."
We'll be back.
And in the next issue, we've got mount the assembled motor inside the Terminator endoskeleton head.
Okay, I think 20 will be this. We'll do this one, and then I think that'll be a good end to today's show.
Yeah. So you're going to take it away, Mark?
Yeah, of course I can.
Jolly good, thank you.
So yeah, assemble and mount the head motor support. The Terminator endoskeleton head takes shape as we mount the motor unit inside it.
Brilliant. Okay.
So starting with 20-1 should be motor support.
Okay.
20-2 is motor casing.
Yeah.
Yeah. 20-3 left hand bracket. Now, will they have a left or a right on them?
If I remember rightly, yes, I think they do.
It says
Right.
left.
Yeah. So 20-4 is the right hand bracket.
Yep.
20-5 is 3 times PB, 2 times 6mm screws with 1 spare, which should be the largest screw in the pack.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. And the last ones are 20-6, 8 times PM, 2 times 4mm screws with 1 spare.
Yeah. 1 spare. PM to 4 spare. Right.
So
Brilliant.
it says you also need a screwdriver, tweezers, the head assembly from issue 18 and the motor assembly from issue 19.
Okay.
So step 1, take the head assembly from issue 18, identify the 3 screw sockets outlined at the back of the head on part C inset, align the screw sockets in the base of the motor support with the screw socket on the part. Expert tip, if the self-tapping screws are a tight fit, it sometimes helps to repeatedly the screw forwards and half a turn followed by a quarter turn backwards until secure. or I'd just use some oil
Yeah.
if that's metal. I think it is.
That's interesting because it says if the self-tapping screws are a tight fit, I can actually see a thread in there.
Right.
So they're not self-tapping.
They probably spent some money on, instead of circuit boards testing things, they probably spent money on making the holes.
So step 2, fix the motor support in place with 3 PM 2x 4mm screws outlined.
Okay. Again, this is where I need hands.
Like sometimes you wish to say, right, okay, get screw ready on the screwdriver, then
Yeah, where you need 3 hands. Yeah.
have you started assembling your Spitfire yet, Dave?
No, not yet. No, I haven't started the Spitfire yet, but I will be doing shortly. I want to try and get all my garden sorted first off before I start doing part works. But I did have a good go yesterday, and if I have another day at my garden other than today, so once I get my garden sorted, then I will be back on the part works again.
Or unless it starts raining, sort of thing. Okay, I don't get wet outside.
Yeah,
Then you
well,
think, right.
Yeah, well, in actual fact, it is forecast this week, I think.
So step 3 next is to fit the motor assembly from issue 19 into the motor support. As you do this, the peg on the side of the motor housing, circled, must slot into the loop of the motor head joint.
Okay.
Yeah.
It does seem to put a lot of stress on this cable under there.
Yeah.
So step 4 is fit the barrel of the motor into the motor support with the peg on the motor housing through the loop, which we've done. Okay. Step 5, fit the motor casing over the barrel of the motor. Note that one of the curved edges of the casing has a slight rib arrowed, which should go to the back of the motor. Fix in place with 2 PB times 6mm screws. Gosh, you don't half need 3 hands.
Well, to me, both of them look the same. They're ribbed both sides.
That's strange.
We'll put it on one way and have a look, and put it on the other way and have a look.
Well, that's one way. And then that's the other way.
Is it?
Is the outer surface a bit curved?
Yeah, they're both curved.
Is the outer edge? They're both curved outside, are they?
So you've got a curve there and a curve there. So it's the same.
Yeah. Could be an ambidextrous part.
So I think it'll just go on anyway. Anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, could be.
Okay.
Okay, so fix in place with 2 PB times 6mm screws.
Now that's these longer ones, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh my good golly. This is not easy.
Yeah, I would recommend remagnetizing them screwdrivers, Horlicks. If you
Yeah.
haven't already. I mean, they do come with some magnification on them, but I would recommend making it a bit stronger.
Or perhaps when they were packaged up, they'd probably lost the magnetic on them.
Possibly. I mean, I bought a magnet off Amazon, and my goodness, the packaging that came with it, but that was to stop anything sticking to it because it was a strong magnet. So yeah, it was in like this special box and stuff. It was really, really strange. It was encased in like metal.
Well, you think about it, if it ended up near some circuitry, and of course, if you put it next door to circuitry, it could damage it.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
That's why you find with R2D2, that screwdriver was not magnetic at the time.
No.
Because just in case it touched a component, you could have damaged that component.
Yeah. Okay, moving to step 6. Take the left hand bracket. Note that the left hand bracket has a screw socket on the upright arm close to the angle of the bracket circled. Or just to pick the one that says left.
Yeah.
Align the bracket with the top of the head. This is where we go to Hachette's 1,000,001 instructions to do a simple task.
Yeah.
Right. Before you fit that down, the motor cable, can you bring it out to the side of it, please?
This way.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So step 8, the tab with the screw socket on the front of the bracket will fit into the front of the screw socket at the top of the head circled. There is a locating hole in the part which matches a locating peg on the part shown above by the blue arrow.
Okay.
Fix the front of the bracket in place with a PM 2x4mm screw from behind so that the flat end of the screw is flush with the front end of the bracket.
Okay.
We're going down the Routemaster instructions now.
Yeah. Definitely.
Right.
Okay. Step 10. At the back of the head, the screw socket on the short arm of the bracket should align with the screw socket in the back of the head on the part. Fix in place with a PM 2x4mm screw.
Well, it sort of does. It's going to need some manipulation. Okay.
Okay. Step 11. Take the right hand bracket. Again, it is easy to identify because of the screw socket near the bottom of the shorter arm, circled.
Yeah.
And repeat steps 9 and 10 to fix the right hand bracket in place.
What, a lot of instructions just for putting a couple of brackets on?
It's that job's worth at Hachette again that got given the instructions to write.
Yeah.
If you want instructions, I'm going to give you instructions.
Well, they fill up so many pages, you know, certain amount of pages in with the instructions.
Yeah, just to make the magazine a bit thicker.
Or they can't. They got at least they got probably like do 2 or 3 sides of instructions. For a later date, they end up putting too much text per one image. They're getting too much information.
Okay, and that is the stage complete. The motor has been fitted inside the head and 2 brackets hold the parts of the head firmly in place. And you shouldn't be able to move the motor, the jaw.
No.
That should be now locked in place with that motor.
Yeah.
The same with the eyes. They should be locked in with that other motor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we'll be back in next week's issue. Additional components for head assembly and a new joint.
Yeah,
Wow.
brilliant.
And that's it so far.
So I reckon the well, I'm assuming, yeah, the circuit board, well, one of them is going to have to go up here because this head, the jaw motor wire is not really long enough to get anywhere else, but maybe up here onto the side of a board. That's
Yeah,
my
actually, go straight out of the back.
Where's the battery box?
You find those 2.
Sorry, Adrian.
Well, I think you find there'll be a little circuit board screwed on those 2 mountings at the back of the head.
Oh, so then it'll go on.
Yes.
Something like that.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
There is space for a battery box up top, what we've got already.
Yeah.
Problem is, it depends what other function you have on the Terminator as well. I have no idea because we have not received any circuit board further on.
Yeah.
Just having a play.
Yeah, you can do.
Oh, I see. So that will go in there by the looks of it.
As far as I'm aware, you put the head on first and then the front plate.
That's correct.
Is that?
Well, okay, let's go out straight out the back.
Oh, I see.
Jessica Vesper's put, Aqua, I still remember being hit by a water bottle one of them threw into the crowd 20 years ago.
Oh, heck. Wonder if
Hey,
that was something to do with one of the songs we was on about.
Yeah. paint with penny puts. I'll tell you a little fact. Because of the way the magazines are printed, they have to have pages in multiples of 4. That's often why they have what appears to be a waste of space. It's filler.
Right.
And then, yeah, that bit goes on.
Yeah.
So it doesn't quite fit very nice, but I'm sure we'll get to that later on, because I can see that those holes line up at the back, but there's an issue here. So I'm guessing, is that where you said Adrian might have to undo under here at a later stage?
Yes, yes.
It's just not fitting very well in there where it should be.
Yeah, that's why I said you might have to loosen those screws to fit the head on. When you fit it on, forget the eyes on, then redo those back up again.
Because this side's fine. It fits really nice. It's just this side.
Yes.
But that's brilliant. We can see what's going to happen with it.
That's why I mentioned to you those 3 screws. You might have to undo them too when you come to fit the head.
Okay, cool. Well, so that's what we've got.
Excellent. Excellent indeed.
Exciting.
Yeah. In the next
hint.
Sorry?
In the next issue, you get 4 magnets. In the next issue, you get 4 magnets.
Oh, okay. Oh, what are they for then? Well, I suppose we'll see.
They'll get connected to the head, back of the head.
Right.
Because that's why I haven't told you to fit that yet, because you'll be putting some things on there.
Right. Okay. Right, let me just move this out of the way, put this back. Wow, yeah, really enjoyed that. Good old Sunday afternoon build.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, actually, I'm slightly concerned. What's the date? 26th. I've realised that I'm running out, because the StreamYard's free. I haven't got many hours left at all. I think after this stream, I'll be lucky if I've got an hour left.
Right.
So I've obviously done a lot of building this month, what with the Routemaster catch up and everything. Yeah. So I was hoping to do some next week, but unless I pay for it, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to. Or it'll be just literally quick streams, maybe do an issue a day, perhaps. At least it's something, but I'll work that out.
Yeah.
So after I've finished this stream in a minute, I'll check. So I'm not going to hang around too long, because obviously I'm wasting time. Lot of time. So thank you very much for all your help again today. It just
You're
makes
welcome.
it much easier.
Can he's just put, Horlicks, why don't you log into my account?
Well, I can do, but then it wouldn't that go. Can I make it go live on? I don't know. We'll talk about it afterwards. We'll work something out.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll. Yeah, no. Thank you again for your help. I don't think I could have done it without you. I mean, it's so. I could like. The instructions are just so complicated, aren't they?
They're just
what you need to do. You know, like adding these brackets, and as Penny said, you know, they're just filling out space with just waffle.
What, 3 stages? 3 stages to put 2 screws in.
Yeah.
It's mad.
Yes.
But anyway. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. I'm going to go because I need to save some time till I work out what's going to happen later. So let's say goodbye to everyone. So again, thank you, Adrian. And
that's okay, Horlicks. Thanks for having me. Thank you for having me again.
That's all right. More than welcome. We've got Dave.
Thanks for joining us this afternoon. Give Horlicks a nice good thumbs up for this stream, and join us back here next time. So bye for now. Thank you.
Brilliant. Bye, Dave. And then we've got Mark.
Thank you everybody for watching. I've really enjoyed my Sunday afternoon today, actually, after being laid up with back pain yesterday. So it's been nice to be back doing it. So yeah, thank everybody for watching. Big thumbs up for Horlicks.
Lovely. Thank you very much. And remember, all of my YouTube families, YouTube links are in the comments, but in the description, sorry, of this video, and also my wish list. And obviously, give everyone a hit the subscribe button on myself if you haven't already, and also these guys. So yeah, thank you again for watching, and see you next time. And we are going to stop the stream now.